we're at Phuket Airport and we're off on an adventure. We've got a visa run to do. So Ivan and I are flying to Kuala Lumpur today, and then we're going to take 3 nights up in the Cameron Highlands. There's going to be walking, there's going to be tea drinking, there may even be strawberry eating. Ivan can't wait.
It's going to be so rough. Man, I have such a hard life.
You sure do. It was Declan who began the visa run exodus. He has left us for Australia on an extended visa run to visit his girlfriend Chanelle. Rob is staying on board to look after the boat and Mocha, our cat, and on our return he will fly to New Zealand to tie up a few loose ends there. Meanwhile, Ivan and I have a full day of travel ahead of us. Back in Malaysia!
They said that under normal circumstances they would have arrested me, but
for what was your crime?
Being too sexy for my shirt.
We decided to opt for public transport to complete our journey. A train from the airport to the bus terminal, and then a 5-hour drive to the village of Tenerife in the Cameron Highlands.
I need to go to the toilet so bad. Oh my god. I've asked the dude like an hour ago. I don't know, it feels like 3 hours ago. It's like, can we stop? When are we stopping? It was like, an hour, 15 minutes. And I'm like, okay. And so it goes back down. And now it's actually sore. I'm in pain. It's pretty bad.
Do you think you can get there?
I might. What if I just stand in front of the toilet and just wet myself?
Sometimes when you get closer, it's just like, oh, I can't hold it any longer.
I don't want to laugh, so stop talking.
Right. Definitely don't think about waterfalls, running water.
No, actually, please stop.
A few moments later.
What a relief. Wow. Just 200 kilometres north of Kuala Lumpur, the Cameron Highlands are one of Malaysia's most popular getaway destinations. Blessed with an all-round cooler climate, it rarely gets above 25 degrees centigrade, 70 Fahrenheit. This hill station is known for its tea plantations, strawberry farms, flower nurseries, mossy forests and jungle walks. Over the years, the development of tourism and agriculture in the area has come at the expense of the weather and the environment. Wow, we didn't bring any rain jackets, so lucky they sell these everywhere. So, shall we get back on the bike?
Guess we kind of have to now.
Yes, we kind of have to.
So I just witnessed an accident. A scooter in front of me, a Russian couple. The truck just slowed up a bit, and they just didn't slow up enough and tried to turn off and basically caught the front, the rear end of the truck, and they just went splat on the road, doing about 50 kilometres an hour, I reckon. Bang! Both of them on the side, and the girl is hurt. He's okay. His front wheel may have even hit the no, it just hit the rear bumper, but it turned the wheel, so he just literally went sideways with his handlebars, and of course just went flat over. Man, a couple of pieces I picked up off the road. I think that's his bike there. Is that his bike there? Oh yeah.
So it's the end of day one. We had a great time. We hired a motorbike and hooned around the place, filling our bellies with strawberries. So we're eating our way through the Cameron Highlands, and Ivan is sampling white strawberries, albino strawberries.
Yeah, they're very much white. They smell like strawberries. They just taste like strawberry. Like just normal strawberry, I reckon. I don't think they're any sweeter than normal. I think anything they're probably less sweet.
Really?
Yeah, but they're just more subtle. But very yummy.
And with cream teas in one of the tea plantations.
Really? You're British.
I know. Tea's not my thing. Scones are. Scones and cream are very much my thing.
Yeah, it's too dry, I think. They're always too dry. But that doesn't look too dry. Let's try that. Ooh. That's good. That's very good. I'm gonna move close to that. I'm all for this.
But the number one reason we actually came to the Cameron Highlands was to see the Raflesia flower. I don't know if you remember a couple of months ago when we were on Canary Island, I got a guided tour to see the Raflesia plant that grows there. It's the smallest of the species, and while I was there the guide said, hey, there's a bigger one in the Cameron Highlands.
In Cameron Highlands, close to the lodge, it's like this.
And that set the ball rolling, and I thought, well, you know what, we've got to come to Kuala Lumpur, why don't we go and see if we can see the Raflesia flower. So I went to 3 different tourist agencies for booking tours today. 2 of them told me that no, the Raflesia flower is not in bloom, they don't do any guided tours there at this time of the year, and one of them told me yes they did. So booked it. Who knows what we'll see tomorrow, but we're meeting our guide at 6 AM in the morning. His name's Carl, and he tells us that we can see a Rafflesia flower. Here we are at the start of the walk, and the elephant's been here before us apparently, left these big footprints. We have our guide Rusli and our guide Carl, and another walker, Sarah, and Ivan and myself. And it's a rainy season, so it's a bit muddy and it's a bit wet. You don't want to be here. Ivan, what do you think? Pretty good, isn't it? Nice bit of jungle. As we trekked deeper into the jungle, the path was lined with a multitude of black plastic pipes, there for the sole purpose of siphoning water from the higher up streams and carrying it to the encroaching agricultural farms. Unfortunately, land clearance and deforestation have put the Raflesia's ecosystem in serious peril, with no strong efforts being put forward to conserve this critically endangered plant, which has thus far proved impossible to cultivate. In this area of the world, the Raflesia faces extinction. Oh, it does look like a cabbage, doesn't it? Look at that. How long before this one opens?
This one is dead.
What's that?
It's not surviving.
This one's dead?
Yeah.
Oh.
Because of, I think there's a leakage of water here.
Too much water.
Yeah, too much of water. You know, the last couple of weeks that it was soaking.
Oh.
So ada lagi tak?
Yeah, unfortunately.
Tak ada lagi kan?
Too much water leaking out the pipe to kill that one. And imagine, is this water going to the farms?
Yes.
Yeah.
They take the water to the farm, village.
All these pipes lead to the farms, for better or for worse. And so it begins, the climb, the scrabble up to see the flower. This is a proper jungle trek. Up the sides and ooh. Oh, there's one right here. Ivan says there's one right here, a flower. Okay, it's worth the climb. Let's see. Where is it? Huh? Can't see it. Where?
It's not bright red, but
Oh, I see it.
No, I don't see it.
There.
Oh, okay, the orange, yes. I see it.
oh, there's 2. There's another one there.
That's quite incredible. it's about twice the size of the ones that we saw in Cameron Islands. So there's very, very, very slight smell to it, you know, because they're called the corpse flower because they smell of dead bodies. It's supposed to attract the flies because that's what they live on. They live on the tetrastigma vine, but they also get life and sustenance from attracting flies as well. But just to get a reference of how big it actually is, this is me beside the flower. It's about 3 days old, this one. I don't know, there's something about them, I don't know, I'm just really drawn to them. They're incredible looking, just magical. It's a privilege to be in the forest seeing this stuff. So the Raflesia in this area is in a bit of trouble because of all the, come down that way, because all the greenhouses and new farming that's going in is taking the water, number one, but also taking the land that the Rafflesia grows in, the jungle. It only grows in a specific area, and those greenhouses are encroaching onto the jungle here. They're cutting back more and more jungle all the time to grow the vegetables. I mean, it's a difficult situation, isn't it? We need the food, but it means that they lose certain plants in the jungle as they cultivate. It's an old story. Where do you stop? But you know, unfortunately, the Raflesia will not grow in captivity. It only grows here in the jungle. Now I've got some in here.
So while Rachel and Ivan are in Kuala Lumpur, we're actually up in the Cameron Highlands right now. I've stayed back to look after Mocha, kitty duty. But what we've discovered is, the royal we, is that she has just come on heat. We've booked her to go to get spayed in 4 or 5 days time. And apparently you cannot spay a kitten when she is on heat. She is not happy. She's just, she is wanting a man in her life. Male cat, please, now. She's just, next week we'll get the op for you.
From jungle path to tea plantation. So now I'm walking between the rows of tea bushes. Ooh, it's actually really beautiful, but quite tough going. And it goes up and it goes up. Quite amazing. This area, ooh, almost slipped. So this area is the second biggest producer of tea in Malaysia. You may well have drunk tea from the Cameron Highlands and not even known about it. If you drink Malaysian tea, that is. You'll have to take a look at your packet of tea, see where it's from. And they've been growing tea here for over 100 years. And I'm told they only pick the fresh leaves, because actually, if you taste them, they're pretty bitter. Right, I don't know who decided to dry them out and then put them in some hot water. Anybody know?
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. Terima kasih. We're finishing our day out in the Cameron Highlands with a trip to the night market, and it's incredible. The produce here is just unbelievable. All the produce, and what are we eating? Ice block. Unbelievable. Delicious.
Come on, he needed so bad.